Library Overview, the Time Library, creating pauses and measuring speed. Today, we will add a new dimension to our programs, time. We will learn how to make a program wait and how to measure how long it takes for certain actions to execute. For this, we will need a special Python tool, the time library. In this overview, we will master the basic functions from the time library. That will allow us to make our programs more interactive and efficient. Topic 1. What is the time library and how to use it? Python has many built-in libraries or modules. These are like toolkits that contain ready-made functions to perform specific tasks. The time library is a set of tools for working with time. To use functions from the time library, you first need to import it into our program. This is done using the import command. Import time. Now we can use functions from the time library. Topic 2, the time.sleep function, making the program wait. One of the most useful functions in the time library is time.sleep. It makes your program sleep for a specified number of seconds. This is very convenient for creating pauses between actions, simulating delays, or simply giving the user time to read a message. The sleep function takes one argument, the number of seconds to suspend execution. This can be an integer, e.g. 2 seconds, or a floating point number, e.g. 0.5 seconds. Output, hello. I will now wait for 3 seconds. The program stops here for 3 seconds. Output, and I'm back. Pause finished. Topic 3, the time.time function, getting current time, in seconds. The time.time function returns the current system time as a floating point number. This number represents the number of seconds that have passed since the epoch, January 1, 1970, 0 o'clock Universal Time Coordinated Universal Time. Don't be intimidated by this large number, it is very useful for measuring intervals. We will use time.time to measure the execution time of code. To do this, you need to record the time before an action starts and the time after it ends, and then subtract one from the other. Output, current time in seconds since 1970. 1,739,500,000.123456, example value. Record start time. Simulate some program work. Calculate elapsed time. Format to 2 decimal places. Output, execution time, 2.50 seconds. Practical examples with the time library. Now we will apply the sleep and time functions to create interactive programs. Example 1, Countdown Timer. The program counts down from 3 to 1, with 1 second pauses, then prints start. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Example 2, Reaction Speed Measurement, simple. The program waits a random time, then asks the user to press enter. It measures how long it took to react. Import the random library for random numbers, will appear in future lessons. Wait a random time between 2 and 5 seconds. Random.uniform generates a float between two values. Record the time when the command appeared. Input, user presses enter. Record the time after pressing enter. Output, example your reaction time, 0.450 seconds. Example 3, Loading Simulation. The program simulates a loading process by printing messages with small delays. Wait 0.7 seconds. Wait 1.2 seconds. Wait 1 seconds. Example 4, Function Speed. Show how to measure the execution time of a small operation. Start timer. This is a loop, we haven't covered it yet, but it simply performs 1 million additions. End timer. Output, sum result, irrelevant 499999500000, example only. Output, example time to add 1 million numbers, 0.0578 seconds. Example 5, Dynamic Greeting with Delay. The program asks for the user's name, then greets them after a few seconds. Wait 2 seconds. Example 6, Time Bomb. Import the web browser library. Initial timer value. Format the number for output with 2 digits. Print the current timer value. 0.5 second delay. Decrease the counter. Message when 0 is reached. Delay before explosion. Message after delay. Open a link in the browser after the timer finishes. Import web browser. This built-in Python library allows opening web pages in the user's browser. It does not require installation. Webbrowser.open, youtube.com. This is the new line that fulfills your requirement. After the timer counts down and print, backs, and print, baybacks, execute. This function will open the specified link in the user's default web browser. Conclusion. Excellent work. Today, we added a powerful library to our Python toolkit, Time. We learned how to import libraries using import. How to use time.sleep to create pauses in our programs. How to use time.time to get the current time and, very importantly, to measure code execution duration. These functions allow you to create more dynamic and responsive programs, as well as perform basic performance analysis. The ability to control time is a fundamental skill in programming. Practice, experiment with different sleep values, try to measure the execution time of your previous programs. I hope this overview was useful. See you in the next library overviews.